Hey, welcome to another episode of Meet the Shoe podcast. I am Sade.
I'm Nina.
And you guys, it's been lit last week. I mean, everything was going on. Representative Jasmine Crockett. She
That's
is
right.
all over social media. She went boop, boop, bop
Okay.
on them. And
Okay.
with her words of, first we're going to say she trademarked it Sunday.
That's right.
Bleach, blonde, bad built, butch body. It is trademarked as of Sunday. So if you guys are using it and her team find out you're using it, you're gonna have to pay her.
That's right.
She wants to be paid for
Rightfully
those words.
deserved.
Yes, yes, rightfully deserved.
Jasmine Crockett's. That's right.
So the reason why they had this special meeting is
hmm
because lawmakers were meeting to vote on holding Attorney General Merrick Garland in contempt of Congress for refusing to turn over recordings of President Joe Biden interview and special counsel Robert Hur. So these two uh, met up, and I don't know, they had recorded a conversation.
hmm
I don't know. We don't really know what the conversation about because it hasn't came out yet.
Right.
But Congress wants to know what it was about.
Right.
So that's what this special meeting was about. And as Jasmine's reading something,
hmm
Miss, let me get it right.
Jasmine was reading the Project 2025.
Okay.
And that is I don't I don't
You
know
know
the
the
representative
details.
that I don't remember his name. It's not stating his name that introduced it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jasmine was explaining to him, reading the law
Mm-hmm.
word for word that
Yes.
he's trying to put into effect, stating that the whole thing is racist and it will demise this country worse than it's ever been, and
Mm-hmm.
definitely for right now at the state it's in right now, especially
We're
with
in.
all these different immigrants and everything coming over here, right?
Right.
So it will eliminate not only white Americans but
All of
every
us.
other American, just Americans, period.
American
So
born Americans. Yeah.
exactly. And so she was trying to say to the other representative, she was telling them, "Oh, you're good at that." And it seemed like Marjorie, or whatever her name is,
Marjorie Green.
Marjorie Green got upset at Jasmine for she it's the way it looked, the way her body language looked, as though she was upset that she was questioning
Mm-hmm.
him too long, right? So she
Okay.
attacked her appearance, and baby, the glove was off after that. She should have never did that. Now, being as though, even let's say she had fake eyelashes on, right? We know the average white
Mm-hmm.
woman, that's all they live by, blonde bleach hair. Especially
Right.
the ones that aren't natural. You can clearly look at her and tell she's not a natural blonde.
Right.
So for
She's
you
not. She's not.
to for you to
No, not
go
at all.
and
Mm-mm.
she tried to say, "Oh, and I don't enhance my body. I work on my body every day, my built body." No, baby, that body is horrible. And if you think
Yes.
you representing looking like a man, because exactly what Jasmine said is
Yes, she
exactly what
did.
she looked
Yes,
like.
she did. Mm-hmm.
Now with fake eyelashes or not,
Right.
without
Mm-hmm.
fake eyelashes, sitting next to Marjorie,
Mm-hmm.
we obviously know who looks the best.
Yes.
So she should have never ever. And then everybody saying
Yeah,
that
because that was like
racist.
a blow
It
for her
was
talking
racist.
about
That
her
was
eyelash.
racist. That was definitely racist. And for real, white women wear fake eyelashes too. But you were definitely doing it because what do we
Mhm.
do? Whenever we do something, we over the top with it. We enhance
Right.
it. So we, as a culture, got people into wearing the eyelashes. Okay, and
Right.
so what? She didn't misread what she said. It wasn't even
She
what she
didn't.
wrote.
That's because she's being sarcastic. And
Right.
why is you reading that?
Right.
Basically, why why are you reading that?
Yeah, that was
That
that
is
was.
a mess. But you know what I
Ooh-wee.
liked was the Latina sister that was taken up for um
Mhm.
Miss Jasmine Crockett.
Hmm.
That that shows some camaraderie. But you know what? You could see it's like a division in that room. And you can
Yeah.
see it's probably way more things going on
Hmm.
that that's it's kind of hopefully it doesn't spill over to hurting anybody after you leave the your work area, but so you can see the tension at times.
It seems as though the Congress are the ones that make the rules. They set the tone for the country, right?
Hmm.
And they're falling into society. They're doing things for clout and for the internet too. Because
Hmm.
she knew what was going to happen if she had said that. She knew that before it even came off her lips. She knows how to get a viral moment, but
Yeah.
it did not go the way she liked it.
No, it didn't. It
It did
didn't.
not. And that's exactly what she get. Her I can understand if what she said was innocent. Cause see, what Jasmine was pointing out was clearly what the people needed to know. We don't understand what Project 2025 was, but now that she brought attention to it, we don't want it either. And so when she was reading that, why are you taking the focus off of what's really going on? And like you
Hmm.
said, where's those tapes at?
Right.
If the tapes are of importance and they're
Hmm.
for the people, why is it being hidden?
Why is it being?
Is-
Yes.
And this is another distraction. This is
Hmm.
another distraction. You talk about my eyelashes, I'm gonna attack you back. And then what you
Exactly.
gonna do? Go the white way, the racist
Okay.
way, as they
Mhm.
usually do, racists do, right? When you're racist, you look for anything to be a distraction for it to sway in your way. You gotta cheat.
Yeah, you
And
do.
that's exactly what she did. She needed to
Hmm.
focus over on what she wanted to talk about. And that was to not talk about the tapes that obviously what Donald Trump was
No,
on the tape
Joe
saying
Joe Biden. Joe
Joe
Biden.
Biden was saying something wrong. So you didn't want anything to sway in a way, anything that's going to go against what your beliefs are.
Yeah,
That's
right.
where you wanted the attention to be on,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
And what would the distraction be? Either you attack a character, right? You start
Mhm.
misspeaking or saying alleged things, or
Yes.
you attack an appearance. And that's exactly what they did. But see, the Congress teaches society, the people so well. You're doing the very same thing that you try to restrict off the internet. Oh,
Yes.
no bullying. Oh, you can't say these things, or you can't say these things, or all these different terms and words that we can't say now,
Mhm.
amongst the internet. And you guys are the ones that make these rules, and you sit there and break them right in front of our
Break
face.
'em right in front of our
They
face. Yeah. Mhm.
continue to do
Mhm.
it. The Project 2025 uh bill is I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find the exact oh, and then somebody wait. One of the former Democratic National Committee chair, Donna Brazil,
Uh-huh.
offered advice to Crockett. Don't take the bait. Yeah, because don't take the distraction. You see what
Mhm.
I'm saying? Just what we're
Mhm.
just saying right now. They said don't take the bait. Don't do that to yourself. Let's stay focused on what
What we're
you know.
supposed to be doing.
Yeah, what we're supposed to be doing is which that the president has absolute power of the executive branch upon inauguration. I'm trying to find the purpose of Project 2025 plan to reshape the U.S. federal government to support agenda of Republican Party president.
Mm.
And that's probably why she's mad because she's a Republican, right? So it is
Yeah.
to
Oh
put
yeah.
the focus on the Republican only, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Mandate for leadership, per Parent Heritage Foundation, Director Paul Dan. So that must have been who Jasmine Crockett was
Oh.
talking to, was Paul, because he
Mhm.
introduced
Mhm.
this Project 2025 envisions widespread change across the entire government, particularly with regard to economic and social policies and the role of the federal government as it and its agencies. The plan purpose slashing funding for Department of Justice. Okay, dismantling the Federal Bureau of Investigation. So they want to eliminate these things,
Girl, it's a lot of funky stuff going on behind
and
closed
the
doors.
Department of Home Security sharply reducing environmental and climate change regulations for favor of fossil fuel production,
Mm,
eliminating the Department of Commerce, and ending the independence of various federal agencies such as Federal Communications, which is the FCC, Federal Communications Commission, the
mm.
FCC, and the Federal Trade Commission, FTC. The blueprint seeks to institute tax cuts through its writers disagree, though its writers disagree on the wisdom of protectionism. Project 2025 recommends abolishing the Department of Education. What? Whose programs
Girl.
will be either transferred to other government agencies or terminated. Scientific research
Hmm.
will receive federal funding only if it suits consecutive principles. What the
Girl.
project urges the government to explicitly reject abortion as health care and to restrict access to contraception. The Heritage Foundation and the American Conservatives think tank that leads the development of Project 2025 asserted in April 2024 that the radical left hates family. What's that mean? And wants to eliminate the family and replace it with the state while dividing the country to eliminate tolerant I don't know what that says.
Girl, look, we're gonna have to go through that stuff with a fine.
Oh, like it says as North Korea. Now remember we talked about that. So see, they're trying to change us into a communist
Hmm.
country. The project seeks
That's what
to
they act like.
infuse the government, which eliminates of Christianity,
Mm,
stating in its mandate that freedom is defined by God, not by man. Project 2025 proposes criminalism, pornography,
mm,
removing protection against discrimination based on sex and gender identity, and terminating diversity, equality,
mm.
equity, and
And
inclusion.
inclusion. Oh yeah,
Yep.
they're trying to get rid of that equity and inclusion. I mean, everything is just a set up
Oh,
for
and
the
also
next
affirmative
election.
action.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They've
Remember we
been
talked
trying to
about
do that, so I can see why
that. Hmm.
Miss Jasmine Crockett was bringing this to the
To light.
forefront because the
Hmm.
people don't know. The
No.
people don't know about Project 2025. So that's what the real problem was.
Hmm.
Some of these, if not all of these things, Margie agrees with, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So uh elected and past President Trump, right?
Hmm.
This is some of the things that he's been trying to do. He tried to do in his last when he was last the president, right?
Yes.
To eliminate
Yes.
all of the old
Hmm.
ways, right? To
Yeah.
eliminate a lot of the
Reverse
old ways.
everything. Segregation,
And
all that.
right, and bring new rules which they don't even have under control.
Mm-mm.
And that's why the state, I mean the country and the states have all these representatives that are ancient because they feel like because they lived a long time that they're able to set the rules and make rules work, right? But if
Hmm.
nothing they've done in the past has worked. Do you
No.
think so as a country?
It's as a country we have fallen by the wayside. I mean, with everything, if they even implemented any kind of law, it's like we taking 10 steps back as far as the old laws that's going on. I don't even want to talk about it without having proof because we got to come with the facts. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
But, it's interesting how they gearing all these things up for the next president. Who will be the next president in January?
Right.
And we only got two people running. Joe Biden and Trump is still running.
Right.
And it's unfortunate for us that we don't have any other candidates. You know what I'm saying? But how will we move this country forward and better, no matter who the president is? And people like Jasmine and all the other Congress women and men are trying to make it better. But then you have some people just don't want it to be better. They want to stay the same old way. And I
Yeah.
feel that a lot of the older um, representatives and senators, it's time for them to give up their seat and give it to somebody younger, more of forward thinking people, more because we're in a different world today, and
Yeah.
it's more technology is getting advancing so fast that they can't even keep up. I can't even keep up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're
Right.
like 70, 80 years old. So, mm,
Just for the fact that they want to bring the the country into a communist country says a lot about their mindset of the control, right?
yeah.
They feel
Mhm.
that if they put us in a communist way, that they will still have control. It's That's going to be very hard. That's
Mhm.
going to be very hard to do, to even get people to convert, especially when you have people running up on the congressmen's at their houses now. They're going to the meetings when they're coming out. They're not even safe on their own grounds anymore.
No. But
It's
the
a
whole thing
crazy
is,
somewhere.
but the whole thing is we have technology that's listen to everybody,
Yeah,
your whole conversation. This phone hears everything.
everything.
Congress is going to find a way where they can commit you on your crimes of what you're saying. They don't
Yeah,
have to see you
and
doing
thinking.
nothing in the
Yeah.
future.
They
What you
they really they want to start
what,
putting. That's why they say don't
what you
put
are.
those ear pods in your ear. You're not
Mhm.
supposed to do that, right? Put the
Mm.
ear pod down in your ear, because there's shock waves and so many brain waves that's right there to your brain,
Wow.
that they're learning how to evolve and in their products, right? By
Hmm.
putting something in to where they can know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
So they want to criminalize you for your thoughts now.
Right. And
And
that's
that's
and
what
that's the future. That's
that's the future.
technically what's going to happen. You got AI just taking over, helping you with your jobs and
Yep.
learning how to do everything you do.
Mhm.
Robots, computers. It's going to be very slim pickings with jobs. A lot of jobs going to be obsolete because they're going to have a robot to do it. They're going to have a
Well,
computer.
the average like what you do, right?
Mhm.
Plumber, beauticians,
Barbers. I don't think those
barber.
jobs will go away.
Those won't go anywhere, because it's
You
a
have
personality, right? You're
mhm.
still a human being. You still want
That
um
human interaction, that touch, and that feel.
definitely,
You have
exactly.
to
And
have
just the
that.
conversation. Just the
Hmm.
conversation. Another part of this project 2025 that caught my attention was they went back to 1807.
Mm.
Insurgent Act of 1807. It recommends that arrest, detention, and deportation of undocumented immigrants across the country. It promotes capital punishment and the speedy finality of such sentence.
Mm.
And the
Mm.
director, Paul Dans, was a former Trump administration, right? He
Okay.
was a part of it. Explained that he's systematically preparing to march into the office and bring a new army, aligned, trained, and essentially weaponized
Mm.
conservatives ready to do battle against the deep state. What is that? This man is saying what it is. Dan admits that it was counteractive to recruit so many people to join the government in order to shrink it,
Hmm.
but pointed out the need for the future president to regain control of the federal government. So he's stating right there by it written right here in Project
Mm-hmm.
2025 what the plans are to do
Mm-hmm.
when President Trump, if President Trump becomes
President.
president of the United States. So
Well, we will keep you guys updated more on this because
yeah, we went in
it's a
20
lot.
minutes on that Project
It's a lot.
2025.
Yeah, it's a lot to entail to see how our future. Just make sure y'all go out and vote, please. That's all I can say. Get out and vote.
And
So,
then in the next story, I want to cover Diddy a little bit, where they had this recording. Now, everybody saw the recording. We're tired of hearing about Diddy.
right.
No disrespect at all whatsoever to Cassie. Cassie triggered a lot of us women that have been beat, right? And that have been involved with men
Sexually
that are
abused.
overly aggressive,
Yeah.
overly sexualized,
Mm-hmm.
constantly, just disrespect, all of that, right? The whole
Yes.
video.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is saying there was one of his there was two this week. It was three incidents that happened. He had
Uh-huh.
two bodyguards, his previous bodyguards, the one that's been talking, Gene Deal,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then you had another one, Roger Bonds. Now, Roger Bonds started talking because he said that he was named in Cassie's lawsuit. She
Ooh.
named him in the lawsuit, stating that he helped her when Diddy beat her up one night.
Mm.
And so I watched his Instagram, everybody in his Instagram, and he also was on I don't know what CNN show,
Okay.
but he was on a news channel this week.
Okay.
Gene Deal has been on everybody's channel, right?
Right.
Couple different people, bigger people's channel, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Gene Deal states that there is more tapes, there is more information
Yeah,
that
I'm quite
Diddy
sure.
has been into it with everybody. Diddy's baby mom Misa
Mm-hmm.
Hilton, she also stated that that brought up some unhealed trauma, right?
Oh, wow.
So you have Diddy, you have 50 Cent stating, why did you apologize? Like, what are you doing?
Right.
And then you got Charlemagne going in on him about you apologized and tried to make us think that people are lying and want your money. And then for that
Right.
video to come out,
You should. The thing is, he should have apologized to Cassie right then and there when he had gave her that money. He should have went out there and said, "Yes, I was wrong. I did some bogus stuff to this young lady. I've messed her life up, and I apologize with my deepest apologies in the heart." He should have done that when he handed that money over. That was the first thing he should have done, and that probably would have just made him a little bit not so look so bad. You know what I mean? Because you already know you paid the woman out.
right.
Why you didn't give out an apology statement then?
Right. Do you think that because we know a lot of women that has been, beat, abused, and there
Mhm.
was a lot of women calling in on other podcasts and
Yeah.
having a
In
conversation
fact,
on the internet,
in fact, it's
stating that,
another girl.
huh?
It's another girl, young lady just put in a lawsuit a couple days ago, white girl on Diddy.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. And then you got Aubrey. I like Aubrey though.
Yeah.
Aubrey O'Day, right? You
Hmm.
have her stating everything from the beginning. She's been saying that from the beginning,
Yeah,
right?
she has.
So you have these different people stating what they're stating and saying what
Mhm.
they're saying. Do you think that he has a comeback?
It's gonna be hard. Look at Chris Brown. He had one incident.
And
One.
that's another conversation that they was
And
having. And they
one.
said that Diddy went so hard on Chris Brown for doing that to Rihanna. But
But the
you
whole
had
thing
already
is
but you
you was
did it to
doing it.
Cassie.
You was doing it as you was talking about.
Yeah, and another thing that Charlemagne pointed out, you did this when you were 46, you were full aware.
Okay.
And then we'll say, okay, devil's advocate wise, they both were high and they both was drunk.
Okay.
And I don't know what happened in between or what went down. Only them two know why the trigger started. He
Mm-hmm.
said he was gone out of his mind, right? You could tell he
Hmm.
was a little discombobulated.
Yeah,
Um,
using all them
also,
drugs.
also the hotel said that they gave a copy to Cassie and a copy to Diddy.
Oh,
But Diddy didn't know about the copy to Cassie.
that's where that came from.
And then also, there was no police report back then.
Mm-mm, no.
She never called the police.
Mm-mm.
And then the cameras only can catch it later. They don't catch it right then and there.
Mm.
So all the people involved that went and hid, that's what one of the reporters asked the dude, Roger Bond. What else did you witness and you see? You know, you guilty too, because you allowed it to happen. You didn't say
Yeah,
nothing. You didn't
all
say
of
nothing. So he made an excuse about how everybody was under his spell and because of money and all of this that they
people
were
who
under.
are easily brainwashed with watching celebrities with money. They are. You look at the internet. It show you right there. Oh, they get this and then you so into
And then
celebrity.
what do they say? What do they all say? They all come back and say, "Don't let the internet fool you. You only see the good things. You don't see the bad things." That's true.
That is true.
That's true on the ugly evil side too. Not just with money.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Okay.
just with money. So yeah.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
But yeah, I
So
just want to say, still prayers to Cassie, and I still look at it as, Cassie, why didn't you say anything sooner?
I know, but you
Why
know what?
didn't you say anything
When you're
sooner?
young,
And,
but you know
and,
what?
and
When you're
why is it
young like
still
that,
about the money?
but she's not even wanting more money. I don't know what it is, but he ain't paying. She don't have all her money. She's getting installments. You know that, right? She didn't get all of it in one whop. You know what I'm saying? So if he filed bankruptcy and then she ain't gonna get nothing. So she
Right.
wants all her coins.
Yep.
But when you're that age, you
Uh-huh.
like to hide stuff and make it seem like everything is so sweet and roses and petals. Because when I was in my abusive relationship back when I was a teenager, around her age and stuff, I
Mhm.
hid a lot of stuff. I never said
Yeah.
anything. That man
Right.
used to beat the mess out of me.
Right.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
how many years apart exactly? Because at the time in 2016, she was like maybe 32. She had been with him since she was 19, 20,
Right.
right? And so she's
As they
not.
say, it might have been younger than that because these pedophiles, all them pedophiles.
Yeah, cause, and then another thing too. Why do you think that he held the video? Because they said that video came from after that son made that statement on there, right? And then the son that the feds was mad that the son made that song and they released the video. They got it from another house.
Why he hold it? I don't know. I don't know why fools hold videos.
No, they say that it's a sick demonic spirit over the person that they have to give to their self.
Mm-hmm.
See, right now she's 37, Cassie 37, and he was
Right.
46. So they
Mm-hmm.
were 11 years apart.
Mm-hmm.
No, 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 no. That right now. So
9
now she's 37 and he's 54.
Right.
Ooh, that's a long
That's a long
way.
time. Oh no, he said that's a long way.
That's a long way. Whoa, that's
Oh my
17 years. They're
God. Right.
17 years
He
apart.
was manipulating her very well, So
So she
I
was
didn't see that happen.
31. She was 31
Yeah.
and he was 46.
And imagine he was doing stuff before that.
Or 30. She was 46. Wait, they're 17 years apart. Sorry, 29. I can't count.
So he
29.
was doing stuff way before that.
Still think that she should have told. She was old enough to know. She was
At least
old
told
enough
her
to know to
parents or
tell.
something. At least told her parents, somebody. She had to tell
But
somebody.
and I want to say this and on her behalf though, and been through what we saw in the video. I've definitely been there before, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what thing was smart about her? She sued all the people that paid him.
Oh,
Smart
of
too.
course. That's how you're supposed to
She
do.
knew all his business. She left at
Yeah.
she played chess the time, all the
Mm-hmm.
way until it's time to say checkmate, right?
Yeah.
Because she sued all the people that pays him. So
Mm-hmm.
she'll be paid for a long time. So she
Mm-hmm.
secured herself. And
Yeah.
even though she's not in it anymore, you know what I mean? She still has to live through it because she's going to eventually have to talk.
Yes, she is.
Everybody going to be looking for the conversation and the
Oh,
talk.
they're gonna be waiting. She's
I
gonna
don't
be
care
the
how
time.
old, how old.
Mm-hmm.
This gets with Diddy. They're waiting on her to really, really talk.
Yeah, and I think she's gonna really, really talk once I think he's held accountable physically in jail.
Okay.
You think
That
so?
mean, I don't know. We gonna see. We gonna come back to this right here.
Okay.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
thank you for tuning in for Meet the Shoe. Make sure you check up with our sponsors, Cashmere Lux, Boss Up Beauty, and Lena Beans Organic Plus. Thank you for listening. Make sure y'all subscribe.
And hit the like button and share, share, share. Thank you guys.